with us from Faroe Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Missouri Tigers. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Well, guys, the Arkansas head coach told me before the game, this is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Arkansas's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tigers offense that has the first possession of the game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Fires downfield. Connection to the right. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read them. Nice timing on that in route.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Throwing Simmons. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he didn't get past a marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Razorbacks offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Razorbacks have their offense in high gear. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Jackson gonna throw it. Skips away from pressure. Oh, what a move. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Smith. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. That's caught. It's Hawkins. Oh, he's got some space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keep it on the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And the Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They're going to run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Trailing 7-0 as they try to get this offense humming. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hardy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to Hardy. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his target down the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, give to Hardy. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after that false start, now instead of 2nd and short, you've got 2nd and 8. Quarterback keep. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Right back to Hardy on 1st down. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hardy. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He makes the stop, and they'll have it in the red zone after converting on 4th down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Takes a handoff. It's Roberts. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. To the tight end. Touchdown, Missouri! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Running inside, it's Smith. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Jackson will throw. Makes the grab. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hawkins. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run inside. It's Smith. They knock him down right there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Pulls it in. It's Lee. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Simmons. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The accuracy is perfect, the loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Jackson gonna throw it. Here's the pressure. Oh, he makes the catch. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Hawkins. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking to scramble. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And this one splits the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Here's Simmons to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Got enough for the first. Maybe some room here. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, it was an outstanding run by the back there, but how about the blocking? Not just by the offensive line, David. His receivers were downfield getting a hat on a hat, too.
Everybody getting in the action. 3rd down and 10, running the football, getting the first down. That surprised everyone in the building.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Simmons. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the 2nd half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Buckeyes who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Memorial Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the 2nd half is the safest pathway to victory. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Clapp. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give on the counter. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Bringing the heat. Pucks it out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. On the move at the 30. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. To the ground. He's got it again. Could be an alley. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. They'll move the tight end. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Simmons on the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. Swings it out to the flat. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The option look. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Holds and fires complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Jackson will throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Extending the play. Took care of it himself. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible...
Snags it, and he's open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Here's a give to Hardy. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Simmons. The throw to the outside is complete. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. False start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. Looking to fire. Gets rid of it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Austin Simmons wants to fire again. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd and California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
He's got it again. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They go play action with Simmons. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the brink. Arkansas has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Tigers! They move on top here in the fourth.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Crosses the 45. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Smith. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on second down. Jackson gonna throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Sets up the screen. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. They call it a coffin quarter kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses. There's some room. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Running inside, it's Hardy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Missouri wants to go fast.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. He'll run it again.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Unloads quickly. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. The offense changing the play. Got room to work. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Here's Simmons to throw. Snagged out of the air.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Quick release by the QB. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They send the tight end in motion. The run inside. It's Roberts. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The give is to Smith. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Russell. Tripped up for the tackle. It'll be 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Looking for a deep man. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Got his man to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's a...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. He'll return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Jackson gonna throw it. It's complete to the left. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and the defense took advantage of it.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Pulls it on the option. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. It's Lee. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. He might want another play. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make 1st downs. Finding some room. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.